How many of you guys know how hard it is to kill it at an interview? If you're not ready for it, if you don't know what you're gonna be facing during the interview, then most of the time you're just going in there praying to God that you kill it, right? Especially when it's like your dream job or it's a job that literally can change your life. You're like, I need this opportunity, right? The only thing is, how many of us really prepare for these interviews? Some of us just wake up and then just go to the interview and don't prepare for it, right? So then we wonder, like, why didn't we get a call? Maybe it's because you didn't prepare for it. Every time you go to an interview, you need to I always take 4 copies of my resume, and I take 4 copies of my cover letter, and I take it in a binder just in case there's any accidents, just in case I drop my coffee on it or my water or whatever it is, because when we're in a rush, things happen, right? So I always say put it in a binder somewhere where it's protected. And just be ready for it. Like if they ask for you for it, here you go, and it's a nice paper. It's ready for them. It shows a lot about you. Another thing that I would recommend is look up questions to ask once the interview is over. Sometimes you're so overwhelmed, you're so nervous that when that question comes, do you have any questions? You're like, no, I don't have any questions. And later on you're driving home and you're like, man, I could have done this wrong, right? Or I could have done that, or whatever it is, Sometimes the job may not be for us, but if the job is for you, you need to be ready for it. And you need to walk in there confident. Third thing, you need to be in an outfit that you feel confident in. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most fashionable outfit. It's actually the other way around. Make sure that it's something that's plain Jane, but sleek. It's something clean and nice. But don't wear a bright color. Don't wear a sparkly shirt. Don't wear bedazzled earrings. Wear something that is gonna make you shine. The rest, you can wear that when you get the job to celebrate or something, but when you go to the interview, make sure that you wear something that's not gonna distract the person that's interviewing you. Make sure you're covered up, make sure that you look good, make sure your pants are ironed, make sure your shirt is ironed, make sure you don't walk in there with a wrinkly shirt that has lint all over it, because it matters and it shows a lot about you. Another thing that I would recommend is for girls, wear some heels. For me, heels give me so much confidence. It lets me know that I'm not at home chilling anymore. I'm not wearing my Uggs. I'm not wearing sport shoes, right? I'm wearing some heels, which means for me, that means business. That means we're gonna kill it. That means I'm ready for the next thing. I'm not trying to stand up all day and be hurting in my heels, right? So for me, it makes me want to move. It makes me want to make things happen. So when I wear heels, I know that it's gonna be a good day. I know it's gonna be a day where I'm gonna feel confident and I'm gonna just do my best. That always makes me feel like I'm in work mode. For some people, you're in work mode when you get to work. For me, I'm in work mode when I put on my heels and I'm just getting ready for the day. That's when I'm in work mode, right? So I recommend you, all you ladies, I remember I had a boss back when I worked at Wells Fargo, and he always told me, do not wear flats, girl, wear some heels, because heels for me, it just makes a huge difference. Another thing, you don't have to go to H&M or anything like that to get something cute for your interview. You can go to the thrift store. Just make sure you wash it and make sure it looks good. Iron it, whatever you need to do. That's where I went for my first outfit when I had an interview at Wells Fargo in LA as a teller. I went to, I want to say it was Goodwill or the Salvation Army. I went there, I got a shirt, a collared shirt, and then I got some slacks. It's probably like $6 total for everything. I had some heels at home and I felt confident because I was like, I went to get this outfit and this outfit is gonna help me get the job and it's gonna help me kill it, right? So you don't have to go all out. Remember that obviously going to an interview for a better opportunity means that you need more money. And it just means that you want to just change in life and you want to grow. Sometimes we can't afford to go somewhere and buy a nice blazer or whatever it is. And if you could, I would definitely recommend you to get a blazer that's going to last you. I've had so many blazers, like especially black blazers. I've had tons of them. And I always have to buy new ones because they don't last. Now I've been kind of trying to buy blazers that are going to last. And I would definitely tell you to get something that you could wear a lot, like black slacks, black blazers, gray slacks, black and white shirts, gray shirts, neutral colors that you can just wear and you can just go through and it's gonna last you. Another thing, your heels. I'm gonna show you the heels I'm wearing. They're really cute. But these heels are bomb, like I'm telling you. Like, I have so many of these kind of heels. I actually just bought these because I just started a new job and I wanted to wear like some sleek black heels that were like cute and like, you know, these I actually got for $50 at Nordstrom's Rack. Normally I don't spend that much on heels. For me, I'm just not like that kind of girl. I just like look for the sales, right? But these, they were worth it because you can't really tell, but they're like a sleek kind of satin kind of material. I don't know how to name it, but whatever. They're Aldo. So maybe, I mean, I could have probably got them for the same price at Aldo. I don't really know. I don't really go there a lot, but great deal. They're not that comfortable, but they're also not uncomfortable. Like, I could do it. I've been wearing these since 8 in the morning and it's like late. So I can do it. Not only that, but I love them, so I feel confident. I'm like, yes, like I got this. And I want you to feel the same way. Another thing, just be you. Wear some perfume. Wear your favorite lip stain or lip gloss. I mean, don't wear like a hot pink one or anything like that, but just wear something that is you. Something where you know, like, you're confident. One thing that I've done that I've gone wrong, sometimes I don't usually wear eyeliner, but I'll wear eyeliner sometimes when I go to interviews and I'm like, this is not me. Like, I don't like eyeliner really unless it's like a special event, but like for an interview, it's not me. So I kind of feel like, does it look weird? You know, I already have like big eyes. I don't want it to look like bigger or anything like that. But those little things that make you feel like, oh, this is not me, like I'm doing too much right now, don't do those things, because you want to be yourself. You want to be the best you. Bring it to the table. Wear your best outfit. Bring your resume. Sell yourself, because you're selling yourself for the dream job that you've always wanted. And if it's not the dream job, it could be a stepping stone to get to the dream job, right? So I encourage you today to get ready, prepare yourself for that interview. Don't let time fly by. If you know the interview is going to be on Friday, if you don't have too much time to prepare, that's fine. You don't need too many things, but just make sure you're ready and make sure you look clean. That goes a long way. Make sure your pants are ironed. It goes so long. I've seen people sometimes that, you know, they're professionals and you look at them and they're just wearing like, it looks like they slept in their clothes. You know, they wake up, their clothes has like drool on it or just a hot mess, and you're like, girl, like, I can't right now, you know, like, trying to look professional, and we just have to try. Like, we just can't roll out of bed. Like, we need to try. And God will honor that. And I know that if that's a job for you, He wants you to prepare for it, and He wants you to proclaim it, and He wants you to get it. But we can't just get things just because of who we think we are, or just because of whatever reason, or because of our experience. I mean, you can have a bachelor's, a master's, and whatever, and if you roll up and you're not clean, you might not get the opportunity. So I would recommend you guys to always be ready, stay ready, have your resume, have your cover letter. I met this guy, he said he had 40 resumes and he dropped them off at the restaurants he wanted to work at, and he got 2 job offers that same day. So there's no excuse. You guys can do it. There's no excuses to how you can, you know, how you're gonna do it, or like not knowing, so like not being sure, because this is confirmation. I remember when I went to my first interview, well, my first, like, for me it was like a serious interview, because other jobs I feel like kind of were like a little bit easier to get for me. But this job was tough. Like, it was like in downtown LA, like it's a beautiful building. It was like a group interview. I was like the youngest one there. I had never worked at a bank before. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. I was wearing my thrift store clothes, but I was confident. I did everything that my friend told me. My friend actually used to work there, and she kind of guided me through everything. And I did everything she told me to the T. I got the position after like 3 different interviews. I got it because I took her advice. I reached out to her. She had the experience. So I would recommend you to reach out to someone that has the experience that you're looking for. Ask them how they got into the position that they got in, and I'm telling you that it'll work. If this is your your purpose, if this is your passion, God will see that and He will align everything up just like He has done in my life. So I encourage you today, prepare yourself for your dream job.